Let's see if we can see it.
So there is a bit of lag. This is the first thing that people are going to hear from me too. I'm telling you right now, there's lag on the stream, so it'll take about 10 to 15 seconds before you see what we're talking about on the stream.
Okay. Guess I should turn
There
it
we
down
go.
then.
Okay. So hello to anyone joining us right now, and welcome to the what I hope to be several Friday Night Knitting Club. Tonight I am joined by SoxyNana Alice. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, there we go. Now it's talking, right? That's
Yep.
crazy. Yes. Okay. Hi, I'm SoxyNana from SoxyNana Alice on YouTube too.
Yeah.
And I've got to turn down my laptop here.
Yes. Yep. You don't want
Okay.
to make
Where's
that
my
echo
volume?
into our stream.
There we go.
I've got everything set up now, so that means that I get to take out my knitting.
Yes. And actually, at the moment, I'm just sewing one of these funny little things.
Oh yeah.
It's a thing that goes on your face to go inside your mask.
Uh-huh.
And it works really well for keeping your mask off of your nose and your mouth so that you can breathe a little easier.
Okay.
And but I had to find a way to make it permanent or at least slide in and out. So I kind of made like little tabbies here to sew it in place. So otherwise it just falls off and moves around your face. It's terrible. Anyways.
I'm just looking at the comments.
How's everybody doing out there tonight?
It looks like my best friend, who I was telling you about, we went fabric shopping today. She is in the chat, and she says, OMG, she started smiling so big when she heard you. Oh, she's talking about you.
Me?
No, she's talking about her daughter. Yes, so she just had a daughter, 8 weeks, she's 8 weeks old, and I'm her godmother.
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Thank you. But I have been, like, this is the first, like, member of my family, essentially, that, has had any children that I'm close to. So I have been over there, like, almost as soon as I got vaccinated, I was fully vaccinated. I have been over there almost every week, just like,
oh, good.
Oh my gosh.
That's excellent. That's excellent. And what's the baby? What did they name her?
Her name is Gwen.
Gwen. Very pretty. Is it Gwendolyn or just Gwen?
I do know, but I'm going to I'm not going to say because I'm not sure if she's comfortable with me saying online. Fine. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. But it's a little girl.
Yeah.
So now you can knit her lots of stuff.
Yep. Taylor is also a knitter, so she has she's gotten a bit of a jump on me, on that, so she's got some in the wings already, but I did crochet her a blanket, which was a lot of fun, and apparently she uses it all the time, and she loves it because it's like extra squishy because of the crochet.
Oh yeah. Nice. That's good. I love, I had 2 daughters, so I really can appreciate all the crafting and knitting and sewing you can do for girls. But I never was very, whenever there was a boy came into the family, it was really hard to find stuff to make for them because it was kind of boring doing he was always doing brown and beige and blue. And but nowadays you can do any color. Like they're totally into everything. So I love it. It's really sad that back in the 80s we were kind of still stereotypical when it came to colors and what have you. But there. See?
Yes. So Taylor did comment. She says that it's fine if I mention what her full name or what her name is. It's Gwendolyn. It is Gwendolyn.
Oh,
so
I see.
It's short
That's
for Gwendolyn.
Such a beautiful name.
I know.
That is such a beautiful name. Oh, there we go.
Can you see the chat now?
I can see the chat now. Yeah.
Great.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Excellent. So we're all sitting around the crafting table tonight, are we?
Yes, that's the idea. Yep. We're just going to hang out. We're going to chat. I do have, like, if things start to, like, based on the conversations we've had so far, I do not think there's going to be any lull in conversation.
I think we've only had one other conversation, dear.
I know, but I felt bad even the last time we were talking because I had to like cut you off because I was like, I don't want to talk through all of the topics. But I am positive that we could have kept talking for ages.
I don't run out of things to say. Sorry.
Don't apologize. So do you have you have grandchildren?
Yeah, I have two, a grandson and a granddaughter. My grandson was actually on my my podcast.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he was on. He sewed, did some sewing for us at Christmas. They're over here. He was showing off his sewing talents.
Oh.
He did all this hand sewing for us, and this one's actually my partner Walter's, and this one's mine with an A on the front of it. This is my monster, and this is supposed to be a piece of cake.
Oh, I can see that.
But he turns 14 next month, and he's totally into knitting and sewing right now.
That's
and my granddaughter's
cool.
into crocheting and sewing. So she started crocheting. So now I have to go back to doing some crochet and, do some tutorials on crochet. I did one at the trailer to put up for next Tuesday. So
very nice.
So I'll do that. So who's in chat? 5 people are watching. How about saying something, you guys? Introducing yourselves out there.
Well, at least 2 of them are us. So you got to give them
Okay, so that makes 3 people, and we know Taylor's already here.
Yep.
So that's funny that we're lagging.
Say hi. But no pressure. Funny. It's fine if you don't want to talk. If you just want to lurk, that's totally fine. That's what it's called.
Lurking. I know, because we used to be in the chat rooms back in the early 2000s, I guess. We had OptiChat was one of the big ones online.
I lost you.
You never heard of OptiChat? No, you were too young. You weren't even here yet, barely. And we used to call them lurkers then too.
Okay, good to know that it's like old-fashioned slang.
Yeah, it's a common saying. Yeah.
Oh, we've got a comment from Joel Williams who says hello from New York.
From New York. Yeah.
Hello. Oh my gosh.
That's excellent.
Yes, hello.
Mr. His and Hers Coins. Danielle Brown.
Yes.
Friday night it was about.
Popped in to see what Friday night was about. Yeah. It's just.
I'm a lurker. That's all right. See, I knew it. There's lurkers out there.
I am almost always a lurker. Like, it takes a lot for me to feel comfortable. Like,
I got a surprise for you.
Do you?
Look what I finished.
They're so
cute. I finished it. 1. I'm working on the second one now.
They look so good. What yarn is that?
This is Knit Picks. No, hold on. Okay, you would ask for the ball band, right? Okay. I keep them. I'm a good girl sometimes. Hawthorne, Sock Labs Hawthorne, fingering weight. It's called Scarecrow. 80% fine superwash Highland wool and 20% polymide. Washing cold, tumble dry on low. I didn't know you could tumble dry superwash.
I didn't either. I feel like it's not necessarily advised.
I wouldn't do it.
No.
I just wash I put all of our socks into one of those little mesh bags. Those little ones from the Dollarama. And then throw it in the washing machine. And then I just take them all out and I hang dry them. Yeah. I actually have guess it's supposed to be a pant hanger and it's got little clips on it all the way down.
Yeah. That's a really good idea.
But I stopped here.
Yeah.
I didn't do the top of the foot because I want to, this Christmas on my Christmas list is I want to get a pair of Bloodstone boots. And they're just, they fit really snug in the beginning. So I'm afraid that the top, the embellishment that's on the top will actually kind of press into my foot a little bit. It might make it a little bit uncomfortable. So I just left it and I only went up to my instep.
I love this pattern.
This is fun.
Thank you.
This is fun. It was fun. And I told you I had to use a crochet hook.
Yes.
Because I'm a thrower, so I was using a crochet hook to pull through the the wool for the loops to go up. But it was fun. It was fun. And I only needed to use my row counter for the plain rows in between. So that
Yeah.
I for sure got 4 rows in there. But I wasn't sold on this wool, but you know what? When you take a picture of it too, it turns out it looks really good.
It's the way it like micro stripes. It looks
Yeah, it's got
really
these little
cool.
micros. Yeah, and it's called Scarecrow, and I can see why. It's kind of fall colors,
Yeah.
right? It's got that kind of, I don't know, scarecrowish colors.
Yeah,
Anyways,
if you or could you try holding it up like real close to the camera because I think it might be getting washed out a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh, that looks so cool. That looks
better,
so cool.
better, right?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, yeah, good, excellent. So I thought I'd make your day there.
Absolutely.
Because I was watching you as you were making the pattern when I was watching your YouTube videos there. And then
Mhm.
as soon as it went live and you said, okay, it's for sale, I went click. So yeah, this is how far I've gotten on the second one.
Mm. I am working on my snowflake falling snow pattern now,
Let's see.
which let me this stitch. Okay. Which I ended up going okay, so to show you and to show like chat is going to be different. So cuz you're down here, I have two different cameras running right now. You're here.
Oh, it looks like little tiny is that sparkly yarn?
No, it's not. It's just
Oh,
like
it would be nice and sparkly yarn.
it would be really nice and sparkly yarn,
Yeah.
definitely. Let's see.
Oh, Bonnie's on. Hey,
Do you know
Bonnie.
her?
That's one of my besties, that's for
Oh.
sure. Hey,
Um,
Bonnie.
so, and then Mrs. Oh my goodness. Mrs. His and
Mr.
Hers
and Miss.
Coins says,
Yeah.
I am a crocheter. I've got basic stitches down knitting, just not the greatest yet. And it's funny because I am the complete opposite because I can do like the basic crochet stuff, but like I have to basically anytime I try and do something new, I have to like Google it every
Oh,
time.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've got a few little tutorials on my channel that I did. I'm not the greatest at it, and of course I'm using my camera, and it's at first I had it sitting on top of a milk crate and all this kind of stuff, trying to get it so my hands are underneath. But then I bought this little tripod-y thing, and it worked out pretty good. So I can use that now.
I have
Yeah,
tons of, and this is probably a kind of interesting story because I have tons of really nice equipment. So my camera is like an HD camera, and I have like
okay,
a specialized microphone that's like really specifically good for YouTube or podcasting. But the reason that
right,
I have it is because my husband used to do YouTube. And he had a gaming channel where he would play video games and he would upload that. And then he met me and he didn't have time for that anymore.
oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, so and I think also like he just kind of lost interest in it a little bit. It is like a
Yeah,
lot of work, especially playing video games and uploading those onto YouTube
right.
is a lot of there's a lot of editing that you have to do because you have to like edit out like boring parts in the game, like anything you're doing that is like just
Right.
grinding or like just
Mm-hmm.
finding
Mm-hmm.
resources or something. And then
Mm-hmm.
also typically, not always, but typically there will be like your face cam up in the corner, so you have to edit it all together so that all of the game matches with your video, matches with your audio. And so
Oh,
it's way harder than what I do.
I just flick on my phone,
Hmm.
right? And hit like record on the video, and then I just transfer it up to my tablet, and
Hmm.
then I use this freebie little editor thing, slap it all together, and upload it to YouTube. But the YouTube editor does let me make I like that thumbnail,
Mm,
so it doesn't so your video is kind of stuck on the thumbnail all the time. So
yeah.
that's about it. Oh, I'm just seeing my face, like red. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. It's so bright in here, though. It's crazy. I wonder if I should turn down the lights a little bit. Oh my gosh. So
Yeah.
who's all in here? Oh, we're still on these few, are we? 6 are watching now. Yay!
Woo!
Like to know what Bonnie's doing tonight if she's got a bottle of brie sitting beside her.
Bottle of what?
Brie, it's wine,
Oh,
sweet
okay.
red wine. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm
She
a
and
like a sweet white kind of person, so I
I.
don't know red wines.
Wish I could remember that. I've got a DeLuca Brothers has a beautiful white sweet wine. I'll look it up and send it to you when I
Okay.
find it. Yeah, it's very good. Well, I won't send you the wine, but I'll send you the name of it.
No,
I
yeah,
don't
of
think you'd
course.
appreciate me sending wine through the mail down to the States.
No.
I really don't think
Especially,
so.
yeah, especially like international shipping. Shipping alcohol
Yeah.
is.
Oh, Gwen took a break to read about hiking.
Oh, so
Oh,
that's yeah, she must have either her dad took her or something like that. I don't know, but my gosh, I am just obsessed with this little baby girl. I didn't.
yeah.
My husband and I aren't quite yet in a place where we can have children yet, so I have just been like, all of my mothering love is going to this child right now.
Good for you. Well, we'll have to make sure Taylor lets you have lots of Gwen time.
She does. She definitely does.
Good, good, good. That's excellent.
Oh, oh, you cut in and then cut out, and so now I can't hear you. So we're just gonna have to wait for 1 second. I know. Because usually it will pop in and out again quite quickly, but maybe not this time. I know you can't hear me. I'm sorry. How's that? Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
Okay.
What happens?
Yeah, every
That's
once in a while that might happen. No. Okay, so for the chat, when this happens, okay, are we back?
Yeah.
Okay, so when this
Okay.
happens, they will still be able to hear me, but they won't be able to hear you. So
Okay.
I'm gonna keep up, I'm gonna just talk. So you'll see my mouth
Okay.
moving, but you won't be able to hear me. just so
That's
that,
fine.
just so they have
And
something to listen to.
there we go. I keep locking in and out. I can see the video moves in and out too
Yep, yep.
on the screen, but that's okay. That's okay. Hey, it's a first, right?
Here we go again. Now I feel like I need to come up with something to talk about, and I don't know what to talk about. We had, there was a little bit of a stretch where this kept happening, and then it stopped happening, and I thought we were good. And then I don't know what to do to fix it either, because this is definitely, I know you can't hear me. This is like my husband's forte. Oh dear. But yeah, my husband is usually our tech guru, so he would be able to figure out what was going on. Maybe I should, because this is going on for an awful long time. What do I do? Oh, maybe if I talk about your sweater, it's so nice. This is not a sweater. You want me to talk about this I don't even know what to call it. It's kind of like a poncho, but it's not, because it's like, I don't know. But thank you, if that's what you're talking about. This is, I am going to type in the chat real quick, just specifically for SoxyNana. What am I gonna say? All right, I'm going to fiddle with some stuff. So actually, I am going to put you guys on be back soon. It does look like a sweater though, Bonnie. You're right. Especially at this angle. Like if I'm standing up, it you can't tell as much, but all right, if I'm standing up, it's much easier to tell. All right, we'll be back soon. Or not? Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
Okay, well that was an extended period of time. And it's gone again. All right. I am going to switch it to be back soon then.
Yes, sure. I lost you again. There we go. Okay, so do you want to do it like this? Yeah. What if we just did you want to just did you want to close out of this and then I'll answer with my phone on Zoom instead of the tablet? gonna leave you here. Okay, how's that?
Let me hang up. Let me type it. Let me hang up the phone.
Okay, go for it. Oh, I can hear you perfectly. Okay, now I just got to get something to sit you on because I don't want to hold my phone all night. Hold on. Oh my goodness. There's got to be something easier than Zoom, though. No? I think in Facebook they actually have, or not Facebook, in YouTube. Don't they have something in YouTube? Oh, let's go this way. Okay. Okay. Now, when you share it with YouTube, maybe this is what screws it up because we're awesome here.
All right, we're back. We're gonna give this a try. We've got Alice is on a different device now, and I'm still on my computer. So, hello.
Hi again. Hi
We've
again.
got. It looks like we've got 2 new people in there too. We've got Brown Baby Knits and
Lisa
Lisa.
the yarn lover.
Yes. So
Hi,
hopefully,
Lisa.
cross your fingers, we don't have any more technical difficulty.
And Brown Baby Knits.
Yes.
Is that one of your
Yes, I think
subscribers?
she's one of my viewers because I definitely recognize her.
Oh, there we go.
Her picture.
Okay, I'm going to mute my sound here again because it's very distracting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay. Hopefully.
There.
Oh, I'm not. Did I pause that? What's happening? Okay, there we go.
Still working on here. I'm good.
Yep. Okay.
I got and this is a really old laptop that I'm actually got this YouTube on, like the YouTube set up on. So that's okay. At least I'm a little closer now, so people can see.
We can see your pretty face.
Oh, you're too cute. Yes, you are too cute. I know, Bonnie. That's enough. Pour yourself another brie. We're good. If you're still there.
Oh, I should have brought a glass of wine. What was I thinking?
I have water.
I know, me too. Who drinks water during knitting club?
We're supposed to have tea, Long Island iced tea, wine. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We have to stay sober. We can have lots of giggles without our.
We absolutely can.
Without wine, yeah.
I am a giggly person anyway. Like my.
Yeah.
my reaction, as you can see probably, but
Yeah.
like my instinctive reaction to most things is to laugh, which can be
It's
problematic sometimes.
yes, it can be. It can be. I know. I know. So your birthday's coming up?
Yes, at the end of the month.
Oh,
In 10
nice.
days. In 10 days is my birthday.
10 days. So that's the 28th?
Yes.
Excellent. Well, my daughter Laura's birthday was yesterday,
Oh.
and my daughter Cheryl's birthday was 10 day or 14 days before.
Oh,
I
wow.
had yeah.
So you had
And my
them
grandkids, yeah,
like how far?
2 years shy,
Just 2 years apart.
2 years apart. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then now my grandkids are only a year apart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they were almost Irish twins.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that would have been funny, but no, they're July babies.
Mhm.
That's okay. So while we were having a little break, I was using my St. Ives cream here. Not like I'm boasting anything, but I just love this stuff, and it's
Yeah.
cheap, and it's from Walmart. You know, so but it's really good.
I always
Got to keep
find.
our hands. Got to keep our hands in good shape.
Is it like, because the hardest thing for me is always finding something that works well but isn't like greasy or oily.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This stuff actually it doesn't. It's kind of got. It feels like it should have a lot of water in it, though. But
Mhm.
it's not too heavy. But it's not the body cream or anything. I use this is the what's it called? Renewing collagen and elastin moisturizer. It's like it's very thin.
Mm.
It's not a thick
Mhm.
like barrier cream or anything like that. So, oh, what's this? Danielle Brown says, Emma, I do that too. Actually, I laughed during her wedding vows.
That's actually a really funny story because I also laughed during my wedding vows, but it was for a
Did
very specific reason. So, during so Taylor's husband actually was our, like, he did our ceremony for us. And so I was so nervous. Like, I do not like crowds, and we had like over 100 people here, like all family and friends and everything. But I was so nervous. And so
oh
we were standing up there, and Michael did his vows first, and like I didn't know what to do with my hand while he was holding the ring. And so
yeah
like I was just kind of like a little bit awkward about it. And then so when it was my turn, I like held out, like I looked at his hand and like held out my hand for him to give me his hand. And I was so focused on doing that I that I missed it when the
oh
when when Nick asked me to like repeat after him. And it was
yeah you
like
missed it.
it was
Dead silence,
dead silence for like
and you
several.
started giggling.
And I was just like, I was totally zoned out, and like, and then
Oh, that's crazy.
Nick had to prompt me. He was like,
Yeah,
Emma.
Emma.
And then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It was so
Where's the
embarrassing.
Emma? Oh,
But it's
that's
a
funny.
funny
Well, they
story
told me
now.
when I got married, when I got married way long time ago now, um, the minister told us don't look at each other's eyes because you'll either laugh or cry. Look at their nose or their chin or something other than their eyes. And actually, speaking of that, it's pretty funny because Bonnie actually is an officiant for doing weddings. She can do weddings, so in Manitoba.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
pretty funny. That's pretty funny too. I mean, holy crow. You just you just lost it. You just too focused, eh?
Yep. I
Do you
was.
get focused with everything like that? Or just in crowds?
It depends. So like, I definitely like get lost in thought a lot, like
Mm-hmm.
all the time. But it's definitely worse when I'm nervous or if I'm anxious about something. I have a
Yeah,
tendency to get stuck in my own head a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
worse than normally. So like, if at any point like I kind of zone out,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
it's just because I probably lost my train of thought.
Yeah, exactly. Or you're concentrating on your stitches or something,
Yeah.
or counting in your head as you go, right?
Yeah. I have
I
a
just found out.
go
I just
ahead.
found out recently that when I'm knitting, I actually twirl my foot.
Huh.
My foot twirls when I'm happy and I'm knitting. I didn't
Oh,
know that. That is so weird, right? Like, oh my God. So now I consciously try to stop it
I have something
if I'm
similar
around people.
where
Oh, yeah.
I have it's not with knitting, but I have a happy food dance. So like if I'm really happy with what I'm eating, I'll like kind of bop around like this.
Oh, no way.
And I don't
I
know if I
wonder if
did
you
it.
had that when you were a kid.
Yeah, I don't know if I did it before I met my husband or if it was something I started doing after I met my husband, but I definitely didn't know I did it until my husband
Yeah,
pointed it out to
because I
me.
told you. That's pretty cute, actually. I could see you as a little kid, grab dinner.
Yes.
Oh, so what are all these happy people out here doing? We've got 6 people on, so 2 of us and 4 of them. They're still here. Wow, you made it this far.
Yes, we did. Yes, they
Yeah.
did. We got through our technical difficulty. We seem to be, knock on wood, we seem to be doing okay.
Knock, knock, knock. You were talking about cross stitching.
Yes, I have not started yet,
Yeah.
but I
Have you
want to.
is that a pattern or is it a whole kit?
It's just a pattern, so I
It's just
need
a pattern?
to get a few more. Oh, I did this wrong.
Colors like
I should probably have
oh
something a little bit easier than something that has a
yeah.
pattern in it.
Oh, no, my computer just decided it was gonna update its Adobe. Hold on.
Okay.
Remind me later. That sounds like a plan. It always does that. I don't know why. Okay, open up. There we go. We're back. Yeah, no, I was going to show you. My daughter Cheryl for Christmas 2 years ago bought me this. Can
Oh
you see
my
that?
goodness, that is way more complicated than anything I'm about to
Isn't
try.
that nice?
It is
But it's black.
gorgeous.
You know what? It's hard to do black. I find it really hard to do black because it's dark. So I have to do it in the daylight. But it is just beautiful, this fox. But when she bought it for me, she also gave me, check this out. Sorry for the wrestling, guys. Do I have it? I don't have it.
Taylor in chat says cross stitch, cross stitch, cross stitch. She's the one who has been trying to get me into cross stitch.
Okay.
Taylor is. She's been doing the last several years she's been like egging me on. She keeps sending me like gorgeous patterns or creators that make amazing patterns, and so that's part of why
it's
I want.
Not really hard, but I always found the trick to doing a good cross stitch is you want to make the back look almost as nice as the front.
Really?
Yeah, that's a master cross stitcher that can do that.
Okay, so I'm not at that level. No one's expecting that from me, right?
No. It says put a piece of white paper on your lap or use a white blanket when stitching on black. Good idea. And hello, Zen Simer?
Simer would be my guess.
Okay.
Right,
that's excellent. That's an excellent idea, though, Taylor. That's a good idea. I even thought of looking to see if I could find, just put a lamp, like one of those lights. I've got that neck light now, throwing that on my lap, and then but it probably would get warm. So that's a better idea to use a white piece of paper or a blanket. I did one other black. They're 2 wolves, and I'm going to make a collage one of these days of all my cross stitching because I've been cross stitching for a long time too. But yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I like that. Thanks, Taylor. I was going to give you another tip too, and I don't know, Taylor might already do this. And I saw another cross stitcher because I joined one of the cross stitch groups on Facebook. And what the person does is actually runs a thread and makes the big grid of 10 by 10 squares all over it, like right from the beginning, so that you can start and you can do like each section of the 10 by 10 and you can see where you are on the pattern, and then you don't get as lost as easy.
That might be
my husband is stitching on navy of the lightness behind the fabric helps. Excellent. Yeah. Oh, and Zan uses the headlamp when working with dark thread. Okay, good. Yeah, headlamp. I got a couple of those too. Hey, where'd you go? It disappeared.
I'm back.
Welcome
I went
back.
to go grab some more yarn. This is it's Felici, and this is just gonna be like a round and round and round stockinette, self
That's
striping.
what's her name from 72 Stitches? That's her favorite yarn.
Felici?
Do you watch her? Yeah. Do you watch her podcast?
I don't.
No, it's called 72 Stitches. She's a hoot. She does really beautiful socks, and she just loves Felici. She's got a million, I'm sure, 100 pairs of striped socks. So, hey, what are you doing with that? You gonna start another pair?
I'm gonna start another pair. Yeah, I'm gonna start another pair
there
right
you
on
go.
stream because I finished my
Yeah.
other self striping, the Christmassy ones.
Right.
And I don't have any projects right now that are like that I don't have to think about a little bit. And clearly, I
Actually,
cannot think and knit at the same time because I've
and knit
already
at the
had
same
to.
time.
Sorry.
I'm gonna grab yours.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I just knocked my camera over. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the same thing. The grid idea is a good one. From
Thank you.
Zane. Yeah. Yeah, no, I saw that, and I thought, because a lot of people, what they do is when they cross stitch, they'll cross stitch multiple colors at a time, and they'll kind of just leave the threads, right? So you'll go along, like with here. Let me grab this one. Maybe I can explain better. So see how much there's so much on the brown on the bottom. There's like 4 or 5 different colors of browns and grays, as you can tell by this. And then so they'll do so many in the color, and then they'll switch colors, but they won't break the thread, or they won't do all the brown and all the blue. See, that's how I was taught. You did all the one color, sort of like a paint by number. You do all of the number ones first and all of the number twos next. But when they do the grid pattern, they stay in the grid, and they do each section as they go, and they just take the threads with them, almost like doing what's that called? Like color work with knitting. Right? But you've got all the colors working at the same time instead of one at a time. And I thought that was pretty interesting. So I'm going to do that one like that. I'm going to try and do it that way. It works better with the grid, that's for sure.
You have to let me know how it goes.
Yeah. Taylor said you can use water soluble fabric marker. Yes, I've heard that too, but I prefer the thread. I like gridding it more confusing than not. Really? Okay. I actually really screwed up my last one, but and I ended up having to grid it on purpose because I made the mistake, and then I lost 3 rows on one side. How I missed it, I don't know.
Well, I don't know that. So doing like full like color blocking is definitely not what I'm gonna be trying for the first bit. I don't know if that's.
Yeah.
I can show you this one. So the only cross stitch that I have right now is what Taylor has made me. So this is one of them.
Oh,
so
that's cute. It's a sampler. That's so pretty.
Yeah, isn't it cute?
That is so cute.
I love it.
Very nice.
Every time I see this, I am reminded that I need to get into it. And then I also have like Mulan as a ballerina.
Oh, pretty. And she did that one too?
Yes.
Yeah. And yours is a pillow though, isn't it, that you're making? Isn't it a cushion?
No. I have it's an ornament. It did, yes. It was on like a cushion, like it was
oh, in the picture.
Yeah, in the picture it's stuffed, so it's on like part of in an ornament. So
okay.
The ornament.
That's what made me think it was because it would look bigger on it looked bigger on YouTube. It gained 10 pounds on YouTube.
There we go.
No, excellent. So I'm gonna work on your socks because I'm still doing the 2x2 ribbing, which I never do. I had to actually change needles because I realized that when I have all these great tips. Always use the same knitting needle for the same projects. If you're doing the 2 socks, use the same knitting needle. I went and used a really slippery pair of knitting needles and cast it on. And then when I realized it was super, super big compared to this one.
Oh no.
I went, oh, that's right. I used the other knitting needles because it's easier to use a wooden knitting needle when I'm doing pattern right? Because it sticks on the needle, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm using the metal ones, it just slides everywhere, and then I'm really making messes. So I thought, oh, so then I had to switch. So I had already had the whole cuff ready, and I was ready to go on the pattern. And I looked at it and went, oh my gosh, it's not even the same size. I used the wrong needles.
Oh
Oh well.
no. Okay.
Yep.
I am going to run and I have to grab some more knitting needles. So I'll be right back.
Go for it.
But
Okay, so
I'm
I'll
gonna
just
leave it up.
entertain
So
so I'll just dance and
yep.
entertain them.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. So everybody's doing good out there. I'm so happy. And I'm doing these for sock camp, for Crazy Sock Ladies sock camp. I'm gonna enter a couple of pairs. I already did a shorty pair, so they're uploaded. Oh, glad to know others do the same squirrely things I do. I know, right? Crazy. I'm constantly ripping back stuff. I was gonna have to actually bring on a frogging project that I had. I made a poncho and it's turned out so beautiful. I made it 2 years ago. It's gray. It's one of the old-fashioned style V. It goes down in a V, big old-fashioned poncho. And it's itchy around my neck
No.
because it's got 10% wool in it and it's so itchy. So I tried everything. I even made a dicky. I don't know if that's what you call them, to inside, but then it's too hot, so I'm going to frog it back, and I think I'm just going to take the turtleneck right off of it. I'm not a turtleneck person anyways. If Bonnie's still here, maybe I should give it to her and see what she says. Maybe if she tells me right now, yes, she wants my gray and black poncho, I'll bring it over.
Make sure give her a few seconds to. It hasn't gone live on the.
Oh, I know. That's funny. I couldn't believe how itchy it was, but I'm just not a. She loves knitting too and crocheting and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Now we're going to get quiet because we're concentrating.
We're both. I'm counting stitches, so.
And I'm trying to make it to the end here without screwing up because I'm not used to a 2x2. 2x2.
What do you usually do? A 1x1 rib?
1x1. Yeah, but you know what? It looks nice in the 2x2. So I just thought, you know what? I'm going to follow it as much as I can. I'm going to try not to modify the pattern too much. I don't always do a heel flap, but I love doing heel flap for boots, for boot socks and stuff, because it just adds that extra bit of strength to the wool.
I just like the way that heel flap and gusset fits me better.
Yes. Yeah. I do a lot of that fish lips kiss heel.
I've not tried that one actually.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's actually easier than heel flap because there's no counting involved. Once you learn it, and that's it. So, but it's very easy. It's kind of a modified wrap and turn, I guess.
Okay.
But there's no holes. There's no holes. It has absolutely no holes in it. So. Yeah.
I think that so my what I have done so far in heels, because I have just kind of been like trying everything out to find out what I like. And I have done German short rows. I have done afterthought, and now heel flap and gusset. So fish lips kiss heel is the only one that I know of that I haven't tried.
There's another one called sweet tomato heel.
Really? I've never heard of that one.
Yep, it's by Kat Bonde. I'll send you the link to the video. She's passed away.
Oh.
But it's pretty sad. But the actual videos are still online.
Okay.
So I just kind of saved them because it's a really nice heel too. I wouldn't use it a lot, but I did want to try it. Oh, oh, hey, yo, baby. I made a panel poncho once and decided I would weave something contrast color through it. I didn't. Heavy or hardly hold it up. Wow, makes it heavy. Yeah. Which you like best? Oh, I prefer myself. I prefer the fish lips kiss for the fit, but I don't prefer that for wearing in boots because I like the the strength of the knit one, slip one.
Mhm.
The heel flap, yeah. What about you?
I like the
You
heel flap and gusset. That's why I put it in my pattern.
We're only delayed a little bit because there's your puppy in the picture now.
Oh yeah, look at
What's
that.
this one's name? What's this one's name?
Her name is Elena.
Elena. That's
Mhm.
right. And what's the other one? You have another one, right?
Yes. Okay, so her name is Fenchurch.
Fenchurch.
Yes, it is from Michael got, we call her Fen, which everyone always thinks we're saying Ben with a B.
Yeah.
So Michael got her before we started dating, and she is named after a character from, oh gosh, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
So the books, not the movie, because Fenchurch,
movie.
I don't think she's in the movie.
Okay.
And I think it's like a station in, like a train station in England or something.
Okay. Sounds like it.
But yeah. So, and then Elena's name actually comes from a video game. So my husband and I really, really love playing. Well, I say we love playing. I love watching him play the Uncharted, the
Okay,
Uncharted
sorry.
series, which is like an adventure, like treasure hunt, essentially.
Okay.
And one of the characters in that is named Elena. So
That's
what we went with for this one. We got her in 2020 during the pandemic.
During the pandemic, yeah.
Mhm.
Everybody up here was paying huge dollars for dogs during the pandemic. And up here in Canada, or in Manitoba, I'm not going to say all of Canada, but it's hard to find smaller dogs. And they're very expensive because we're definitely a winter country, right? Like we're a winter province. So we have a lot of, we call them northern rescues, because there are generally always German Shepherd Husky mixes.
Oh my goodness.
Sometimes Bull Mastiffs, sometimes Great Danes. Like they're always large dogs and very hairy, and they lose all their hair. So they shed. Yeah. So it's harder to find them, and I think it was Texas where I got Chewy from one of the rescues that went down and scooped a bunch of dogs from Texas and brings them up from there to sell up here, to foster out here, because they run around there like cats. Oh, we got some more here. I prefer heel flap and gusset. That's Danielle. And oh yeah, see, I do the fish lips kiss for my partner too. He prefers that for sure. And is it Zan or Zane? Zan? Short row heels.
Maybe they will respond and let us know.
Yeah, doesn't do well in boots. No, they don't. The short row heels, no.
Do they just like start falling apart essentially?
Yeah, well, because it's only one layer of wool, and you're typically shoving your foot into your boot, and if you don't actually have laces and do it properly, then you're going to wear out the back of your heel of your sock big time. Also, it'll move around quite a bit, and
I would just like to say for the record that I cast all these stitches on for this sock, and I didn't count them. I started putting them onto my needles, like separating them out onto my needles, and I had cast on the exact right amount the first time.
Excellent.
Thank you.
You are so perfect. Oh my God. I rarely do that.
I rarely do it as well. That's why I would like some recognition for it.
Yes, absolutely. And take a bow. There you are. That's excellent. Oh my God. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, good to know. Zan is short vowel yet. Okay.
So you were saying it right.
Zan.
Yeah.
Zan. Good. Excellent. Yeah, no, I rarely get the right number of stitches on. But I have to admit, once they're on, I use the, what is this called? Magic loop. I can always separate them perfectly. I don't have to count them. It
Yeah.
just seems to, I just
That
seem to
seems like
know
a
that.
special skill because I always have to
Well,
count.
well, just like casting on, knowing exactly the length you need, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is special too. That's for sure. Good to know. Buy a lottery ticket. Yes, buy a lottery ticket for sure.
Stop that.
Buy ours. 70 million bucks hasn't gone yet. I didn't buy a ticket for tonight. We have a $70 million pot in our Lotto Max. Yeah. So I hope you get that cross stitch started. I was going to cross stitch more because it's summertime, and in the summer, it's hot. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you had a chance to watch my last video. I was kayaking.
Oh, no, I haven't yet. But yeah, it's been so last week was really brutal. It was in the 90s most of the week.
Yes, ma'am. Here too.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Do you
At least we didn't have a lot of humidity.
Yes. Do you do Fahrenheit or Celsius usually in Canada?
Celsius.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have to actually figure it out to tell you. But I know that 93 was like 30.
Okay.
Here, 30, 32, which is I think 92 or 93 in Fahrenheit. So yeah, we were pretty close to you guys in the heat. And that's horrible for us. Like that's not normal.
Mm-hmm.
We don't normally have that hot a temperature. We're not freezing up here in the summer by any means.
Mm-hmm.
But Winnipeg, Manitoba definitely goes for the extreme. Like we're either extremely hot or extremely cold or extremely windy, or extremely humid or extremely dry.
Yes, that is very much what it's like in Michigan as well.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You don't get winters like we do, though, do you?
I don't think so. We get, I think, because we've got the Great Lakes around us, so we get a little bit of protection from that.
Yeah.
We do get lake effect snow, which is
yes
a whole thing.
Yeah.
I used to live in Grand Rapids, which is on the west side of our state, which is right on Lake Michigan. And I went there for college, and we would get snowstorms like you wouldn't believe. Like,
oh yeah,
I could count on at least a couple days a year having classes canceled for snow.
Oh, excellent. That's fun. So that's when you took up knitting?
I have been knitting since I was 8 years old. So
really?
Yeah.
Good for you. Who taught you?
A librarian.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, that's how you got novelty knitting. Go figure.
Yeah, so I was like a summer program, like part of the summer reading program. They
okay.
In my area they do activities, like they just host like random activities just to keep kids occupied.
Right. It's busy. Yep.
And mine it was like a 2-week thing, and at the end of it you were supposed to have finished a scarf. But have always been slow at everything when it comes to learning new things. So my dad actually bought the knitting needles off of the woman that I was borrowing them from that was teaching us, so that I could finish my scarf in my own time.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. My mom taught me to knit, and actually I think my grandmother taught me how to crochet, and my mom taught me to knit. So that was my grandmother, though, did all that really fine crochet, all the tablecloths and the doilies and all that kind of stuff. And my mom did a lot more in the knitting. Oh, and my grandmother would knit her underwear. I know, right? Isn't that hilarious? Okay, hang on. I gotta show you. I think I've got books. Hang on.
I think it's my turn to dance now. Them's the rules, right, guys? My dancing is very limited, especially because I'm doing chair dancing. And also trying to knit at the same time. You know what? I'm multitasking. Nobody can judge my dancing. All right. That's the end of it for me. She's coming back.
Okay, got to put you back in my ears here. No, I don't know where they went. I have to
Oh.
find them because I was looking for them the other day for a man's, like a grandpa sweater.
Mm.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Well, now you're doing it. Yeah, but I do have these little patterns. Can you see that?
Yeah.
For babies
Mm-hmm.
with the little underpants. Those are so cute. Soaker panties or whatever they're called.
Were they like? Did she knit them out of like cotton or wool?
No, wool.
Really?
100% wool. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Or they'd make it out of like mohair or something too. And they'd make it out of Angora and they'd trim it in Angora. So it'd be so incredibly soft at the tops and stuff. I made this for my kids. Can you see the?
Oh, it's a little
Turnout?
snowsuit. Is it a snowsuit?
It's a snowsuit. It's like a snowsuit. And look at this little elephant. I made that elephant in variegated pink and blue and white.
Oh,
for
my husband
my daughters.
loves elephants, so that will
And
definitely be a thing for our kids.
That's really old pattern though. That's like, I thought it was crazy old when I was young. So that tells you. Here's how to turn a heel, called the Aladdin heel.
Oh,
That's different. Can you see it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I got all this old junk here. But yeah, no, I was looking for that pattern because I was thinking of making an old man sweater. I just call a grandpa sweater.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the kind with the collar and.
Yeah, that when I think of them, I typically think of like a grandpa cardigan. Like that's my
a grandpa cardigan.
Mm-hmm.
Here, it sort of looks like. Can we see it? Like
yes,
this.
Yes, that's so cute.
But that's all the baby sizes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna make one, so but guess I'm not until I can find the books.
If you
I might have even given them away to Goodwill or something years ago when I said I'm never knitting again.
Oh,
like that ever happened.
Why would you say that?
I know, right?
Now you do a knitting podcast. I'm sorry.
I know, right? I had a lot of trouble with my hands, though, with carpal tunnel and stuff like that, and everything kind of hurt. And then I found a good physiotherapist, and that was it. Oh, look, I can see the pictures of the things on screen. They turned out really good. Yeah, no, and he actually fixed me up quite a bit. And then I had a surgeon that did some surgery on one of my hands. So yeah. So now I can knit again. I said, can I cross stitch and knit when I'm done? And he said, absolutely. And that was it. Went back to it. And now I had to dig up all my patterns and stuff, and all my old books and what have you.
If you can remember the name of the book. I know I found some old patterns on oh gosh, what's it called? There's a project.
eBay?
Huh?
Oh, eBay?
No. It's a project. I think it's called the Gutenberg Project. But it's a website where anything that has passed like the copyright date, it gets scanned into the system, and they and you just can access it for free.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So they have.
Well, it will be a beehive pattern, or it could have even been an old Mary Maxim pattern. But Zen says knit undies. I'm 60 and I use compression gloves. Game changer. Good idea. Actually, I was thinking of that too. Compression gloves. But we have to take care of our hands, and I'm telling you, I never did as a kid.
It just doesn't occur to me unless something starts hurting.
Yeah, and you know what? I should have worn my mitts in the winter. We get 50 below with wind chill factor, which is pretty much 50 below Fahrenheit too.
Yeah.
And it's cold here, and I really should have worn my mitts and my gloves a lot more. And I pay for it now. Compression gloves, and are they fingerless? Danielle asks. I think they are. I think compression gloves are fingerless.
They would have to be for knitting.
Yeah, I've seen them fingerless. Yes, fingerless. Yeah, good. Thank you for answering her, because I wouldn't know. I gotta watch my camera. I see on the thing. My hands are like so close to the camera as I'm knitting here.
Oh, it's good. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, that I just I was watching some slow knitting, slow TV. That's pretty neat.
Yes. Were you watching like the official slow TV from like Norway?
No,
Okay.
yes, it was. It was they were spinning and sheep shearing, I think.
Mhm. Yeah,
I
they
think it
have
might have,
one.
that was cool. I really
They
enjoyed that.
they have one where I think they do the entire process of making a sweater from shearing the sheep to like carding the wool, spinning it, and then knitting it into a sweater, all in
Really?
like one. I can't remember how long it is. I want to say it's like 10 hours or something like that.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I was just looking. They're answering each
Yeah.
other's questions out there. That's excellent. Thanks, guys. Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna watch. And it's nice to be to just sit and have something in the background, you know.
Mhm.
I like listening to them talk when they do talk. when
Mhm.
they do talk another language.
When my husband and I used to listen or to watch those a little bit, and I loved the train ones where they just like attach a camera to a train that like goes for like 12 hours through like Norway winter landscape.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. Are you Norwegian?
Am I?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I just wondered.
No, I am like I did like the ancestry DNA thing,
Oh,
and
really?
I am English. Like
And did you know that?
I didn't. So I knew like my mom on my mom's side there's a little bit of like Austrian, but like the DNA says I'm like North German. But the the DNA thing said I was like English, basically.
Basically, I won't do. I don't need to do the DNA. Sorry. I just know where my mom was born and where my dad was born, and I'm good.
Oh my gosh. Were they not
Yeah.
born in Canada?
No, my mom was born in England, and my dad. Hold on a second. I got a cough. Excuse me. Hope that didn't hurt anybody's ears.
Nope, you did great.
I need some water. I'm almost out. My mother was born in Bude, Cornwall, and my father was born in Amato, Italy.
Oh my.
Yeah. So half Italian and half English, and that's it. There's no other nothing in there, as far as I know. And
Yeah.
really, you know, at the age of 61, don't say that, don't repeat that. You know, who cares? Really, you know, it doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah, the trouble for me is that my family, at least my dad's side, I haven't done a lot of digging in my on my mom's side, but my family came to the United States so long ago that
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I can't even actually track it back. I have managed or people in my family have managed to track it back to New York City. So they must have
Oh,
come through Ellis Island, but we have not been able to
yeah,
figure
yeah.
out where they came from there.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I mean, it's the United States is a lot older than Canada,
Is it?
really. Yeah, yeah. Well, we're only 150 years old,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah.
So we just had our Canada 150.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, we're a pretty young country per se, and we have had it's very much built on immigrants. So
Mm-hmm.
with by and with immigrants, and you know, we've had them coming in since forever. You know, but yeah. So what else have you been up to?
Oh, just all the editing.
Yes, and I forgot to write down the editor that you use, so you'll have to email it to me.
Okay.
I don't know if we're allowed to boast or whatever different
Yeah.
things like that here, but
Oh no, it's
I
fine.
forgot.
Yeah. I use Wondershare or Filmora for anyone that is interested.
Yeah, but still email it to me and then I'll spell it right.
Mm-hmm.
When I look it up.
But
I think I have.
that has been, ended up taking me quite a bit longer to edit my vlog than I was expecting, which went up today at noon. Okay. And I had to get it done. I had to get it done yesterday, by the end of yesterday, because I had other stuff that I was doing today. So that, so my goals of like having at least used my sewing machine once and having one little bit of cross stitch done is going to be like, it's tomorrow and Sunday is basically the amount of time I have to do that, because I usually record on like Monday or Tuesday.
Okay. So you record and then you upload on the different day, right?
Mm-hmm.
On Fridays?
Fridays.
You upload Fridays, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I sort of ended up doing it anywhere during the week, it seemed. But then I am retired, so it's okay. And anybody that knows me knows, I'm just going to do it whenever anyways.
Mm. Yeah, I don't actually, so I used to work, I went through like a whole thing, but I used to work for the state of Michigan, like just like my husband, and then I worked as part-time at a library for a while.
Oh, nice.
But then like with the pandemic and everything, that's part of where the novelty and novelty knitting comes from.
Yeah, same with me. I did it for the grandkids. Basically, I started it because I wanted to see my grandkids more often and maybe them see me. And I thought I would. Oh, my battery's low. Charge your phone or tap here. Say, oh, where's my charger?
I'll do a little dance while you look for your charger.
Do a dance.
What's that song? Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight.
Get down tonight. Okay. How come we don't have one? Oh, squeaking chair. Will this one fit? This one will fit. Okay. Now we need extension cords.
Not doing my job as well as I should, probably.
That's right. Get busy, woman. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to stick this in here.
This is the extent of my dancing. Like, we were pushing it here.
I think. Is that it? Oh, come on. Okay, this live's turning out to be really weird. There we go. Okay.
You're right. You're probably right. But, I mean, that's half the fun.
Okay. There you go. I think I did it. Is it going to fall down? No. Is it working?
It's working. Oh, I don't know if it's charging, though. That's up to you.
It better be charging. Help. Did I disappear?
You disappeared. You're back.
Thank you.
Are you telling me that your knitting club never gets weird?
Knitting clubs always get weird.
Okay, good.
But there's always wine. There's always wine. Oh, look at, I'm looking at myself here. Oh, I'm so weird. Can you see? I have like a frozen section on my video.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it will just go away or if I need to fix it.
It's been there for quite a long time.
All right, let me just 1 second. I'm going to switch a thing.
Switch a thing.
Okay, well, that didn't fix it.
There. Sorry, you saw my hand. Don't worry about it. I can see my cute face.
Oh, there we go. I figured it out. I fixed it. It was my fault, not your fault.
Yeah. Oh, we lost somebody. Somebody went to bed. What time is it there? What time is it here? 7:15 already. Holy crow. Oh, I better count my rows. Oh.
Okay.
I might have done too many. 4.
There. It got a little weird again, but I fixed it.
I got 13.
Okay. I'm on 2. It's very hard for me to concentrate.
I'm sorry. Am I distracting you?
Oh, yes, absolutely. How dare you distract me in this live that we're doing together?
as my kids would say. Shiny, Mom. Oh, is that something shiny? Oh, you know what I did? I was making a tank top, right?
Mhm.
And I was just using the Premier cotton or Premier racerback
Mhm.
pattern. So I'm making this thing, and I actually put a picture on, I don't know, Instagram or whatever of it with my dog sitting there. And I had to laugh because I all of a sudden I realized when I went to try it on, so it's all done in the round from the bottom up, right?
Mhm.
So I pulled it up like, from the bottom like a skirt,
Mhm.
okay? Because
Okay.
I didn't want to undo the stitches and everything at the top and everything. I went, oh my God, this thing weighs a ton. It's supposed to be a tank top. It's going to be so hot. Even though it's 50% cotton, 50% acrylic, it's one of those Karen cotton cakes.
Mhm.
It was like wearing a blanket.
Huh.
I took it all, ripped it all back. So that's when I decided I said I'd crochet it. Here, I'll show you. I started crocheting it.
Mhm.
It's Cinnamon Stitches' pattern, crochet
Danielle
pattern.
Brown
Here.
says, "I've managed 6 rows on my husband's flax so far." So,
Nice.
so
She's
we've
doing a
got,
flax
yeah.
tin can knits.
I have knit
Yeah.
that before, but only for in like a baby size. Oh, nice.
And it's take a, see
Yeah,
the
I
sleeves.
really like
That's
the
the
neck on that. That's cool.
yeah, and it's all done in a half double crochet or whatever.
Okay,
But
yeah.
it's self striping, so it's striping, and then it's got like that V front look. So I thought, well, that's more like me. I'd wear something like that, and it's lighter, and it's got holes in it, so it'll be nice and airy,
Mhm.
and it won't be like wearing a blanket. I was really upset because
Yeah.
that was a lot of knitting. It used a whole cake
Huh.
to make, and those really big ones to just make half of this thing.
That is so
So, and I
weird.
wasn't even, I had just split it for the front and back. So I thought, well, I'm going to see how long it is in the body
Mhm.
because I would like it to come down. I don't want it to be a crop. And I'm pulling it up and I'm going, wow, this thing is thick.
Hmm.
And it's not a tank top for the summer. If it's thick like that, I might as well make myself a sweater out of it.
Oh, Danielle Brown says that the flax she's knitting is a 4XL. That that is
Oh,
going to take a
wow.
very long time.
Yeah.
Your
Oh, yeah. But
husband, I hope your husband is very grateful. He better be knit worthy.
yes, yes, he better be. That's for sure. I'm sure he is. If she's going to all that trouble. And it's gonna be beautiful though, I'm sure, because it's
Mm-hmm.
those flax sweaters, that's the one you make out of worsted weight, right?
Mm, I
And then
think so.
there's a flax light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was tempted, but I ended up making the Andrew Maury's weekender
Hmm.
light. And
Okay.
I made the weekender light, and it's a beautiful sweater. It turned out really good. At first I was like really hesitant because it's made it looks inside out.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, it looks like it's inside out. It's just bugging me. Right? And then I realized afterwards it was just me being an nincompoop, and just I should just suck it up, finish the sweater. So I finished it, and then I realized it was too long.
Oh
I
no.
made it too long. It was supposed to be more of a cropped length, and of course, me being self-conscious, about being heavier, I just thought, oh, I'll make it a little longer. Well, I made it way too long.
Oh
So then
no.
it just looked frumpy or something. I don't know. So I ended up actually cutting it in half. Not in half, but cutting it right, cutting. Yeah, I've got pictures of it. It's hilarious. I literally did the same thing you would do for an afterthought heel.
Okay.
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 I fed through the needles.
Mm-hmm.
I did one set on top and one set on the 2 rows down, and then I cut it and I separated it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then I literally um, put it back together, like just knitted from there. I knit the 2x2 ribbing,
All right.
right?
That
So it worked,
works.
and it worked. It worked really good. Oh, he's extremely knit worthy. I knit him socks all the time.
Aw.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
That's very
Actually, you
nice.
know what? I heard something really funny about knitting a man a sweater. If you
Mm-hmm.
knit your boyfriend a sweater, He'll never marry you. Did
Yep.
you hear that?
I've heard that before. So with the way I've heard it is that you start knitting your boyfriend a sweater, and he will break up
Did
with
you
you before
freeze?
you finish it.
You froze.
Oh, you froze too.
Emma, you're frozen in time, darling.
I can hear you though.
Come on. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you see me? I can. That thing is still going off. That is the weird. That's my tablet. There. Now it quit. Thank God. I have no idea what happened. Maybe Walter upstairs decided he was going to do something on Netflix or on TV or something, and my Wi-Fi just went because all of a sudden you froze, and then I think I froze. Oh well. Okay.
All right.
No,
Hi guys.
now
We're back.
lost. Yeah, we're back. I think we lost one person. Went, oh, that's it. I'm not watching anymore. Well, I'm surprised. I'm going to give all those crocheters over there heck, because they're all in my town. Even I even have half these crocheters live in Winnipeg that I've been subscribing to, and they're just a hoot. They're so much fun.
Yeah, you were
That's a
telling
good
me
thing.
about that before we got started. Tell me more about it. Tell
Yeah.
me more so that we can share the news with everyone else.
Okay, so there's all these crocheters online, and they all have their YouTube videos, and they all go live on like whenever Thursday, Friday, and then there's a whole bunch from the States too, and there's a whole bunch from Canada, and they all sort of get together and do all these. They have 4 or 5 people in a chat, and they end up with like 100 people, in their chat in on YouTube with them chatting, and it's just a hoot. Like they just get really going. And now they've collected a few more from overseas, from in England too. So I was watching them this afternoon as well. And now I made a big mistake.
Oh no! Don't look at me.
Come on, it's oh oh. You know what? It doesn't bother me because I can fix it as I go because I'm so smart. I actually moved it over one. So now I'm doing, instead of doing a knit 2 purl, so I guess I did a knit 1 purl one somewhere and then now it screwed it up. But that's okay. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. You know what though? I'm not going to fix it right now because you know what's going to happen? I'm going to end up looking at my knitting way too much, and I can knit and talk and do everything without watching. So I'm going to grab something else. I'll put you away, fix you later while I'm watching television, which I have rarely watched. I just listen. Okay. So yeah, so this so the bunch of ladies that are on all of this crochet groups and stuff, crochet YouTubes, they have a lot of crocheting for uh, charities, and they have all different kinds of stuff that that they're always doing yarn openings, like not openings, what do you call unboxings. I did a couple too. I have to admit, and I don't get it though. They get all this yarn. It's all the commercial stuff, right? Like not the hand dyer stuff. I guess some people do that, but I haven't seen them yet. But they'll do the unboxings of the yarn clubs.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't get it. Like it's like they always have the yarns that are on sale, the new yarns that come out, and then all of a sudden you'll have like 5 of them all doing the same, the same unboxings of the same yarn. It's neat stuff though. I mean, but we don't get a lot of that yarn up here. Some of it we don't even get here, and it's hard to get it from the States. Well, it's not hard, I guess, but we have to pay exchange, which is like 30 cents on the dollar. So we pay quite a bit more, right, for anything plus shipping. So, but anyways, but I just love them. They just got so much personality, these ladies. They're just all out there. It's so much fun, to watch them and stuff and watch them do these unboxings. And I don't even care if it's the same yarn,
It's fun to watch different people's reaction to different yarns.
Yeah, yeah. Like there's one out now that's a premier yarn, I think it is, and it changes color with the sun.
You're fooling me.
Right? No, it's white. It's white.
Okay.
And when you put it in the sun, it either turns pink or purple or blue. I think it's blue.
Okay, so then when it's out of the sun, does it go back to white?
Yes.
Okay. Huh.
Yep. Chameleon yarn.
Interesting.
I know, right? And it's a premier yarn, and that's made down in the States there. And they have, just different yarns. Premier is a really nice brand. Like, I mean, I've bought quite a bit of their really super soft yarn. I used to make socks out of them. Like, what do you call them? I used to make, when I first started making socks again, I started by making yoga socks.
Oh,
with no heels and no toes, right?
Yeah.
Because I was cheating, and it's just basically a tube, and you cut that, and you got a hole in, or you cast off through the heel, and that's it. So, and I was making a lot of those, and I was making it out of the acrylic because a lot of my friends were wearing them to bed at nights. Yeah, because when you get older and you get menopause, you're going to have hot flashes, and you're going to want your feet to be warm, but your toes to be sticking out because you don't want to be that hot. Okay. And in Canada, we wear our socks to bed a lot, and it's true. It's true. I like to have cozy feet. But anyway, so I like that premier yarns for those, but I'd never seen this yarn before that changed color. I think Michael's has it too.
Okay.
but I don't think that Armichael has it. Like Armichael's in Winnipeg has got a lot of it. I think that they sold out really, really fast.
Oh, okay.
So if you have to order from the States, it's going to cost you more money. Which reminds me, I did get supposed to be getting one of those. It's a yarn subscription, and it's going to be like a month and a half late.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, because of shipping? Was it shipping from the US?
Yep.
Oh.
I'm going, yeah, this isn't a real yarn subscription if you have to wait a month and a half to get it,
Yeah.
Everybody's already shown the unboxing. It's all happy and everybody's, wow, I got my surprise box. And I'm like, yeah, okay, now I know what they all look like. Okay.
Oh no.
Surprise anymore. Yeah, it kind of ruins the surprise. So, I'm going to look for one in Canada though.
That's a good idea, yeah. Shipping has been so messed up in the States since COVID. Like, I had friends who were like, they got so frustrated because they would order something and it would come to a city in Michigan and then get shipped to a different city out of state.
Yeah.
And then
Isn't that crazy?
Again back to Michigan and then back to another city out of state. And it was so complicated.
Well, this one comes from Miami, Florida. Still isn't left Florida. And it was supposed to ship like May something, and it's already the middle of June, and still it's moving around, but still in Florida.
Oh,
I can see it on the tracking. They're all big on. Oh, look, you can track it. Well,
what good is it if it's not getting to me?
What good is it if it's not moving? Just a little blue dot. Boo, boo, boo. Oh well. This Christmas, though, I know there was it was hilarious to watch. Amazon is amazing for shipping. Okay. Honestly, I have to give them kudos. They had everybody in the city was able to do the whole, delivery driver kind of thing. You'd see these little cars racing up and down the snow in the streets, and they'd be packed with these little Amazon boxes. It was just a hoot. And at any time any given time during the day, we would have little cars racing up and down the street and big trucks and everything, all the delivery drivers coming in delivering packages. It was really neat. It was like I was fully expecting, like little elf hats and boots on these people. That's exactly what they were delivering, was everybody's, Christmas presents that they were buying, and Amazon, it was wonderful this year. They got so much accomplished. And I know a couple of, gifts will end up waiting till New Year's, but because they got, stuck in shipping. But still, I mean, if you got your stuff ordered, in November before the middle of December, you pretty much got it for Christmas. That was crazy.
Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with Amazon because I don't like their practices and how they treat their employees necessarily.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the warehouses that they ship from, the conditions for the employees are really bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that. I didn't know that.
So, but they're just so convenient.
I know, right?
So I have a really hard time not ordering from them. And last year being the way it was, I ended up ordering pretty much almost all of our Christmas gifts for everyone in the family came from Amazon because
Amazon, I know, right?
Yeah.
And not unreasonably priced. Like we have Amazon.ca, and it was decent. And I know a lot of people said, oh, they bought the Prime. They got the month of Prime for free. So you got the TV plus you got free shipping. I get free shipping anyways.
Do you?
I always get, because it seems like there's always a choice of whether you want it like the day after tomorrow or in 2 weeks. Well, I'll wait 2 weeks. If it's free shipping, I don't care. And so it just means it comes from a different distribution center, I guess. I don't know, but it just takes a couple of days longer, and you get it for free. I can totally live with that.
Yeah. my husband and I both, or well, we share a Prime account, but it's
Right, right,
mostly like, I mean, we use it for other things as well. So they have like TV and video, or TV and movies on there.
right, right.
Um, but we really do get the use out of the free shipping, I think.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I do too. Like, but I don't have to use the Prime because it's, although I would like Prime, I have Netflix, but maybe we'll switch to Prime instead of Netflix. We don't even buy cable here. I don't even
Mhm.
pay for cable. I have an aerial and I get 3 channels and that's good. We
Yeah,
don't, we just need the news, the weather, and that's it.
we do. There's a show here called I don't know if you get it or not, but CBS Sunday Morning.
I don't I don't watch it, but I'm
No,
sure
okay.
we get
Well,
it.
and
Yeah,
I
right.
think it's an America thing for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I am like obsessed with this show, and it's funny because it's definitely like marketed towards an older generation.
Okay.
But it is, I just love it because it's just like fluff pieces. The whole thing is like, it's an hour and a half, starts at 9 a.m. on Sunday.
Okay.
And it's just like, my husband and I watch it religiously. Like, that is church for us, is watching CBS
Okay.
Sunday morning.
Uh,
And they have like, they always have one like story on like a big actor or musician or something, but then they have lots of little stories as well about like
okay. Okay.
just like little things. Like there was one guy that would go, I think he passed away now, but because this show has been going on for decades.
Right.
um
Right.
but he used to go around to all of the little like the little tourist stuff spots that we have around here, like world's biggest
Okay.
ball of yarn and stuff like that.
That's actually cool. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like that kind of stuff. Yeah.
so they
Oh,
do pieces on that sort of thing. And oh right, I was like, where am I going with this?
where were you going with this?
So we have like one of those antenna things so that we can get that
Right.
that channel, which is a local channel for us. But we have Prime, we have Disney Plus because my husband and I are both huge Disney fans.
Nah, nice. Nice.
And then
Did you?
we use my brother's Hulu.
Yeah, yeah. Did you watch the latest movie? My kids are my daughter and my grandkids were raving about it. It's something in the dragon, Raya and the Dragon.
Raya and yes.
Yeah,
Yes, we
Raya.
did. We actually
Okay, and
paid for that. So like you can get premiere access on it for like $30. And
okay,
so it's like if you were going to the theater, that's about how much you would
right,
pay.
right.
Um and it was good. It was really, really cute.
So what are those bugs called again?
The bug? I don't know what they're called, but his name was Tuk Tuk.
Tuk. It was oh, I wish my grandkids were watching right now. They'd tell me we were laughing so hard last night. They showed me on a little video. They sent me the video clip and said, "Check out these bugs," and their butts glow, and then they fart and it explodes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Oh, what were they
yes.
called?
What was that called?
Oh, I'm Googling it now.
A fluff.
I have
Yes,
to
you have to
know.
Google it. I can't because you're on my phone, and I don't want to open my tablet because that'll screw us all up for sure here. Yeah, look it up. It was so funny. I just bust a gut right there. It was so cute. A fluff boom? No.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It's like they fart and then it explodes, but it's in multicolor. It's in like this bright color. So cute.
I don't want to watch a video on it. I just want to know what it's called.
What it's called.
Toot and Boom.
Toot and boom. That was so funny. Toot and bloom. Toot and boom.
It was very
I
cute.
got
Like I am usually very opposed to like any kind of bathroom humor or anything like that, but even
yeah.
I thought that was hilarious.
That was so cute. And the way the butt lit up
Yeah.
like a little firefly or something. Oh,
Yep.
so cute. Like careful. Oh, I thought that was cute. No, they were just raving about. I was talking to them last night, and they were just raving about this. You got to watch it, Anna. And I'm like, I don't have Disney Plus or Disney or whatever. That's too bad, but that's okay. I'm a huge Disney fan too, and so were my kids, and they have all the movies and then the sequels too. And I tried to sell some of my VHS tapes because I understood a lot of them. It's actually the artwork on the covers is supposed to be valuable. Yeah, right. You can't even give them away. I tried to sell a bunch of movies and the VCR, and all they wanted to buy was the VCR.
Huh.
I know, right? Like, no, we don't want the movies. But whatever.
Yeah.
I know there's lots of mistakes in the movies, or lots of like hidden things in some of them. So that the animators do to the movies to make them unique, kind of thing, or
The little Easter eggs,
something.
yeah.
The little Easter eggs, yes, exactly. So I got all the originals, so they must all have them if they're there. I never find them. I never look. You counting again?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. There we go. I don't have to count. Now I'm making shorties. I actually made a pair of shorties earlier out of this. It's called bamboo pop yarn by Universal Yarns. Really nice.
So cute.
Yeah, they're cute, eh? They're nice for summer. They're runner. I'm going to wear them in my runners, right? When I'm out walking the dog and stuff. I made another pair, and I actually kind of made them too loose. So they slide inside my runner. So I'm going to do it like the 70s, and I'm going to make a little pom-pom. You probably don't know this, but we used to have pom-poms on the backs of our socks so they wouldn't slip inside our runners.
Really?
Yep. Little tiny pom-poms. And then you attach the pom-pom right to the back of the top, like you do a shorty sock, right?
Yeah.
So you've only got a little tiny bit at the top, but you put a little pom-pom and then it won't slide into your shoe.
Huh.
So I'm going to make some pom-poms for the backs of my shorty socks.
That is very cute.
That's from the 70s.
I was many years from being born.
Many years. Many years. Your parents might have been married. Maybe not.
No.
No. Yes, that's right.
And my parents, they didn't get married until just a couple years before I was born, so.
Yeah. So you're talking the 90s.
Yes.
Well, I'm not old enough to be your grandmother.
No, you are not.
Maybe an older aunt.
No, I think that my parents had, I'm sure they'll love me talking about this, but my parents had kids a little bit later in life, so my mom was 30 when she had me. So you're actually a similar age to my parents.
Yeah.
So I think you're younger than my dad, but you're a little bit older than my mom.
Older than your mom. Yeah. I had my kids really young.
Yeah?
I was only 21 and 23 when I had my kids, so they won't like it if I tell their ages. But let's just say they're older. They're just a little older. Yeah. I don't regret it though, having my kids younger like that, because it's, they grew up and I got to see my grandkids are, old enough now. They're teenagers, young teens. Well, young teens, 14 and 15. Oh, I remember being 15. Oh, I had so much fun.
Oh, not me. 15 was not a fun age for me.
No.
No.
Yeah, no, it was a lot different. That's for sure. It was 1975. I don't envy you guys like now because everything's just so weird.
Different. The digital, everything.
There's no really good music.
Oh, you take that back.
Okay, I will.
What's your favorite music?
I like everything.
Oh, but you don't like modern stuff.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Oh, so you were just making fun of me.
No, I was just making fun of the music because, well, I guess I am definitely like, I like 60s and 70s music. I like really now more easy listening music. Although
Okay.
I did like Europop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have a CD of that. That's what I listen to now. But and I was an Alice Cooper fan and a
Ooh.
John fan, and I had all of Elton John's LPs. Mind you, so does my granddaughter now. She's
Yeah.
totally into Elton John. He made his comeback.
I don't know if he ever left, if I'm honest.
No, that's true. He did in the 80s. He did some really sad disco. I think he was trying to do a disco thing. Didn't work.
Oh.
But, yeah. In the 80s, he did a couple of albums that I bought just because I needed them for the collection, but I don't think I ever listened to them. They were terrible.
Oh no.
At least I thought they were. But I like all kinds of music, everything from classical and musicals. I really like musicals these days for some strange reason. I kind of hooked on, musicals. Oh, my oldest grandson is only 5 years younger than my youngest child.
Ah, my goodness.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's okay. I can do one better. Sorry, Danielle. I can do one better. My ex-mother-in-law, I'm divorced, but whatever. My mother-in-law had her youngest daughter 6 months before her first grandchild. So the aunt and the niece are only 6 months apart.
That's wild.
That's crazy. Yeah. But then again, they did have 11 children.
That'll do it.
My mother-in-law had 11 children, so they were big family.
I just
go ahead.
read a book called The Bookish Life of Nina Hill, and the premise of the book is mostly that Nina finds out that she finds out who her father is because he has passed away. And she was raised by a single mother, so she had never known her father before he died. And it turns out that he had several different marriages and children in all of them. So she has a sister who is younger than her, or who half sister who is significantly younger than her, and a niece who is older than her.
Oh my gosh.
So it was I was not even trying to keep track of the exact way things were in the family because it was so complicated.
It's so confusing. Actually, it took me forever, with my ex-husband and having 11 kids in the family. There's 50 people in the immediate family. They're all over Canada and now, but it was crazy trying to keep track of people, and it's to learn. Oh, she says my mom did that too. Yeah, that's it was just crazy. Just even saying the names. My mother-in-law would run through everybody's names before she got to you. And I know that happens in, lots of families, like all families pretty much goes through. But when you've got 11 kids, holy crap, that's a long time to wait to hear your name.
Oh, Danielle Brown says she has 8. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Big families, gotta love them.
I'm not an only child, but I only have one sibling.
Yeah, me too.
Same with Michael, but my husband is adopted, so he has a sibling, but they're not biologically related.
Right.
But it did create, I now have I had to kind of meet the in-laws twice because he's in touch with his biological parents as well.
Okay, yeah.
He reached out to them when he turned 18, and so
nice.
So I met. Obviously, it was vastly more important when I met the people who raised him.
Yeah.
So I met them, but then I also had to meet his biological mother and her husband and her daughter, who is Michael's sister.
Okay,
so
yeah.
It's the family dynamic here is it's really fun. It's not overly complicated, fortunately. There's not so many of us.
So many, yeah.
But
that's good. That's
the family
good. It's
dynamic
so interesting.
is interesting, yeah.
I have one brother was 7 years older than I am.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was like an only child. And then my mom and dad were separated from the time I was 3 months old. But I turned around and ran into actually where I worked, my half sister.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, from my father's second marriage, he had a daughter and a stepson. So I had a stepbrother and a half sister.
Yeah.
So we recently united like 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And she's 7 years younger. No, she's more than 7 years. My brother and I are 7 years apart. So my brother Chris, and then me, and then my stepbrother is 7 years younger than me, and then this half sister is 7 years younger than him. So
oh my
everyone
goodness.
is like
7 years.
7 years apart. Yeah. I don't know what's with the 70. I guess it's a 7 year age thing. No, it's not. It's got nothing to do. But it's funny that we're all like basically pretty close to being 7 years apart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pretty close. I think. Yeah, there might be like a couple months off here and there, but whatever. It still works out.
Yeah.
It's just weird. But then to put it all into talk about being uncomplicated. My mother and my father were both only children.
Oh, wow.
So I have no aunts and uncles.
Yeah. Yeah, I have my mom is one of 6, so I have lots of aunts and uncles on her side.
It sucked at Christmas though.
It what?
It sucked at Christmas.
Did it?
Because we had no aunts and uncles.
Oh well, I guess
as kids, right?
Yeah, I guess
there's not a lot of people around.
I grew up in a pretty like my immediate family, the 4 of us. We were pretty like we lived a bit farther away from everyone else. So
okay.
Like whereas everyone else in my mom's family kind of like they kind of stayed around each other, and my mom on the other hand went quite far away, like I mean relatively.
Yeah.
So we would a lot of times we would spend holidays just the 4 of us for the most part. So it wasn't until I married that I started getting a lot of the like really big family things happening.
Happening. Yeah, me too. With 11, I went from like 2 to all these people. It was very noisy. Our very first Thanksgiving and very first Christmases that I met my ex, it was crazy, crazy, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Noisy. I got headaches really easy. I was very young.
Oh no.
I can remember going home going, I need a Tylenol. No, it wasn't a Tylenol, it was an aspirin, but I needed an aspirin or 2. So what did you do working for the city or the state or whatever?
The state, yeah. I worked in this is like, if you can think of like the most boring possible job you can have working for the state.
Data entry?
It was worse.
It was worse.
Well, I worked with manufacturing companies in the Department of Treasury, and I worked with like a tax exemption that they had.
Okay.
And it was like a whole department around this one tax exemption.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was very tedious. It was like so I had to learn like forwards and backwards this one very specific law about how to tax these people, and it was so overly complicated that they had to have a whole department for what essentially I only like was really busy like a month out of the entire year. Otherwise, I would usually come into work and spend like an hour working, and then I would have 7 hours with nothing to do.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
That is a horrible job. Oh my gosh. I was busy all the time. But that was, wow.
What did you do?
I would totally hate that. Before, I've done daycare, and then I worked in basically in the office. Like I did daycare with special needs kids for many years.
Oh.
And then I worked in purchasing department in a dollar store, like the dollar stores, a head office, and then for Great West Life. It's now called Canada Life. And I was in their purchasing department for 15 years, and then I retired. And now I have now I do YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Hey, we gained a person too. Someone else. Oh, and then someone else left. So, well, hopefully it's not the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're talking about jobs. We digressed into weather. We did the weather.
We did. We did the weather.
Yeah.
We've
I'm
gone
reading.
all over
I
the
was.
place.
We've gone all over the place. And talk about your novels here. I try to. I only like audiobooks because I really fall asleep when I read.
Okay.
Like if I cannot physically read, I'm asleep. My mother taught us to sleep, read to go to sleep,
No.
like read in bed to go to sleep at night, and then we'd wake up. Like she'd take the the book out from underneath our faces when we were snoring. So I could never move up in my jobs because if it meant that I had to read contracts or anything, I'd be sleeping in
Oh
my cubicle.
no.
Yeah, so I do audiobooks,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm finding that the audiobooks even they're not making me sleepy. They're just background noise for knitting, and every once in a while I'll go, "What did you say?" You know, you know, what was that? Wait, rewind that.
Yep. Yep.
Because it's like I missed it or something. It's nuts. And I really it was pissing me off the other day because I couldn't get the accent. It was like, oh my gosh, this person's got an English accent trying to speak in Russian, or is
Huh.
trying to not in Russian, but speak with a Russian accent. And it just was horrible. And I was like, oh, that sounds terrible. I can't listen. It was really bizarre. So, but
Was
I
that
was listening to one of your books that
okay?
about the vampires.
The Night Huntress series.
Yes, the Night Huntress series. Couldn't really get into it too much. A little bit more
Okay.
risque than I expected.
Yep.
Like on it,
It's a
I was
lot.
like, oh, okay, you did. Yeah, but you didn't say that.
I thought that I
You
was
said it was pretty.
clear.
You said it was tame or something to that effect. I went, okay, it's okay.
No,
And then when
no,
it
no.
wasn't so.
It must have
No,
been a different one because that one is like I said that they get freaky sometimes with the sex
yeah,
scenes.
they do.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
do.
god! I was like, wow. Hello, where's the wine? I need wine with this book. Yeah, and then I lost it because when I went out to the trailer there, for some strange reason, I guess it didn't download, so I had to find something else that I had downloaded. So it's like, so I'm listening to this Atonement. It's called by Ian McEwan. Oh, so boring.
Oh
Oh, actually, it's not bad. It's starting to pick up.
no. Mm-hmm.
It's only a 6-hour one, but yeah, in the beginning it was a little bit boring. And it looked really good, and it sounded really good on the on the little excerpt there. And I thought it was going to be a little more intense, more. I thought it was going to be more about kids in World War II, but it turns out that it's more about just relationships in
Oh.
World War II. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, whatever. I'll finish it because it's not that long. But I got to
Mm-hmm.
get my Night Huntress.
Like if you think the first one is bad, you just wait. They get so much freakier with sex scenes. I am not
There
joking.
was a series on TV that I couldn't believe it got so crazy. What was it? It was a vampire one.
Was it True Blood?
Wait, is it True Blood? Yeah, with Sookie.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, that was such a good series.
Oh, I see. I started I tried to watch that series. I think when I was a little bit too young for it
Yes, maybe. Yeah, it came
because,
out. You would have been pretty young.
and
Yeah.
I do not like horror or anything. Like I love reading horror, like vampire
Yeah.
horror, but
Okay.
I cannot watch it. Like anything that's a little
Oh.
gory or violent
Oh,
or
I love
anything,
horror. Yeah,
I can't do
I love
it.
that. Oh, I can do it. Oh, I I like it doing it in the dark. Like I can do it late at night when it's dark and by candlelight and watch the Saw movies. It's like,
Oh my
oh
gosh. No, no,
yeah,
no, no, no.
so good.
I can't even really do like I can the only like quote unquote horror movie that I can kind of do is like the comedy ones, like Shaun of the Dead or like ones
Oh
that are
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
making fun of horror
yeah,
movies.
yeah, yeah. To me, Walking Dead is a comedy now.
Oh
It's
no.
terrible. It was like, oh my gosh. once they came out with ones where the zombies actually chase you down,
Mhm.
like to me, that's a zombie show.
Mhm.
If the zombies are just like meandering down the thing, you can practically push them over.
Mhm.
That's nothing. Like I want them to chase you down. Get out
No.
it's like, come on, that's a zombie movie.
Oh
I know.
dear.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I got to get the Night Hunters series downloaded for the next time that I'm out at the trailer. So I got something to listen to that's going to be more than God. He's got a bad accent, one of those guys.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was going to say that
yeah.
the one I think that got mixed up was that I was listening to Kilts and Quilts, which has much more tame sex scenes.
Oh, okay.
But listening
That
to
could be it.
those, the
Yeah,
narrator who does those has a really bad accent.
yeah. That could be why too. It was like, oh, what's the accent? They try hard. I can't complain. I wouldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I can talk for the sake of talking. I just can't read. Like I'll be falling asleep, even if I have to read out loud. I'll fall asleep. I'll be like, oh, it's so boring. I have to
Well,
yawn.
speaking of falling asleep, it is 9 p.m. here.
9 o'clock. Oh
And
my gosh, it's 8 o'clock here. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
yep, and my dogs are throwing a fit, which means it's time for me to to
To
log off,
take
I
them for
think.
their walk. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's been a slice, my dear.
Yes,
I've
I
had a
have
good time.
loved doing this. This was so fun.
Me too. Me too. I know we didn't have a whole bunch of people, but hopefully a bunch of people will rewatch it
Yes. Yep.
for you. Yeah. And I'll have to share the link
Yep.
to everybody, and so they can catch us on the rewind.
Yep. All
You have
right.
a nice
You have a
nice
nice
weekend.
night. Yep. Nice
You
week.
too.
Have a nice weekend. Bye.